Namaacharya Haridas Thakur ki Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Srivasa Shri Shiva Krishna Gopavinath Shyamakundaram Vrindavan Dham ki Navadip Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Jagannath Puri Leelachal Dham ki Jagannath Baladev Subhati Maharani ki Shri Gauritai ki Shri Gaur Sundaranath ki Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi ki Gunamai Ganmai ki Shri Bhakti ki Hariram Sankirtan ki Sankirtan Janani ki Transfer Book Distribution ki Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagavan ki Gopenamandi all glories to the Son of the devotees all glories to the Son of the devotees all glories to the Son of the devotees all glories to the Son of the
Jai Narasimha, Sri Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Narasimha. Jai Narasimha, Sri Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Narasimha. Praladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vrinda. Praladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vrinda. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jalandam Sarvatomukham. Narasimham Vishanam Bhadram Nityam Nityam Namamayam. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jalandam Sarvatomukham. Narasimham Vishanam Bhadram Nityam Nityam Namamayam. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jalandam Sarvatomukham. Narasimham Vishanam Bhadram Nityam Nityam Namamayam.
Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, 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 Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Jaya Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol.
Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara, Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara, Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara, Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala, Kumara Madana Gopala, Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala, Madana Gopala Mohana Rupa, Madana Gopala Mohana Rupa, Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara, Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara, Nanda Kumara Navanita Chor, Nanda Kumara Navanita Chor. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna.
Do it every Sunday, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, thank you all so much for coming to the Sunday feast today. Sunday love feast today, because all we do here is share love. And we're going to get all the love from His Grace, Balabhadra Prabhu today. He will be speaking to us from some very deep subject matters of which were very dear to Prabhupada's heart. How many of you have heard of the 7 purposes of ISKCON? Anyone has heard of it? No? 7 purposes of ISKCON is the guiding light for all of us. And today Balabhadra Prabhu will educate us on these 7 purposes, how important it is for us. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So before we start, as is customary, we're going to sing one of the Vaishnava bhajans which have been written by our acharyas. We have sung this before, if you all remember. We're going to repeat this again because it's a very, very wonderful kirtan, very dear to my heart and very dear to the Vaishnava's heart. So Balabhadra Prabhu requested me to sing it. I wanted him to sing it, but he wanted me to sing it. So if you all don't mind, please repeat after me as I sing. The words are in the There's some lag over here. Where is Alpesh Prabhu? I'm hearing some echo over here. I'm hearing some echo on the laptop. Close this. Thank you. I have so much to learn. Hebaro karuna karo Vaishnava Goshai. Hebaro karuna karo Vaishnava Goshai. Patita pavana toma bineke honai. Jahara nikate gele papo dure jai. Emon dayalu Prabhu ke bako thapai. গঙ্গার পরশা হলে পশ্চাতে পাবন। Okay, there's a problem. It's not moving up. Sorry. It moved a little bit. Oh, now it is back. It's like it's a lag in the. গঙ্গার পরশা হলে পশ্চাতে পাবন। দর্শনে পবিত্র করো তোমার গুণ। হরি স্থানে অপরাধে তারে হরি নাম। তোমার স্থানে অপরাধে নাহি পরিত্রাণ। তোমার হৃদয়ে সদা গোবিন্দা বিশ্রাম। গোবিন্দা কহে না মোরা বৈষ্ণব পরাণ। প্রতি জন্মে করি আশা চরণের ধূলি। নরতমে কর দয়া আপনার বলি। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. So we'll just read the translation. Can you read?
O Vaishnava Goswami, please be merciful to me now. There is no one except you who can purify the fallen souls. Where does anyone find such a merciful personality by whose mere audience all sins go far away? After bathing in the waters of the sacred Ganges many times, one becomes purified, but just by the sight of you, the fallen souls are purified. This is your great power. The holy name delivers one who has committed an offense to Lord Hari. But if one commits an offense to you, there is no means of deliverance. Your heart is always the resting place of Lord Govinda. Lord Govinda says, the Vaishnavas are in my heart. I desire the dust of your holy feet in every birth I may take. Please consider Narottama yours and be kind upon him.
Om Ajnana Timirandasa Jananjanan Salakaya Chaksu Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamaya Dadate Swapadante Kama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Go Bhaktavinda. Rama Rama Hare Hare. One more time. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. One more. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Rama. Haribo. So again, welcome everyone today. So we have been involved in a process of trying to find the right word, certify, authorize, to have our center, Lakshmi Nrsimha Cultural Center, officially welcomed as a ISKCON temple. And we've gone through many processes. We've filled out all kinds of forms and submitted all kinds of documentation. And last week, we had devotees coming from the deity ministry, which is the final part of the certification. And so far, we've gotten very good response. I spoke the other day to the temple president of New Vrindavan. Some of you may have been to New Vrindavan. Yes? Palace of Gold. The president there is a very wonderful devotee, very dear friend. We worked together for many years in Philadelphia. He was part of the GBC. I was the temple president, so we worked very close. He's one of the main persons involved in the regional governing body, or regional, yes, RGB, that certifies temples. And he told me the other day, he said, everything is in order for your temple. Everything is very nicely done. We have the support of Brahmapad Swami, the support of Malati Devi, who's one of the first disciples of Srila Prabhupada, very senior devotee, Vishnu Gada Prabhu from originally New York, but now in Philadelphia. And we also have the encouragement of His Holiness Radhanath Swami, and also His Holiness Devamrita Swami, and our GBC, His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj. Everyone is excited about this center. There are many reasons why. For instance, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, during one Panihati festival, he asked the question, how many temples can we have in Atlanta? What do you think he said? Wow, maybe 100. But he was thinking about Gopal Krishna Maharaj in Delhi. How many temples are in Delhi? 18, 20, 21. He and I we went to Delhi together, right? Yeah. 21 temples. So Jayapataka Maharaj said, at least you can have 10 in Atlanta. I've been part of the Atlanta temple since 1973, and we did not have another ISKCON temple in Atlanta for all those years. Still to this day, we don't have another ISKCON temple. This will be the second ISKCON temple in Atlanta. Haribo. And I was telling Shambi Hari this morning, we will fight for whatever needs to be accomplished for this temple. That has to be the determination. The question becomes, why would you put your energy and time in fighting for a temple? It's just a headache, so many pujas and cooking and getting up early in the morning. It's so much a headache. Why you want to do that? Why? Who has an answer? Why would you take on this kind of austerity? For what purpose? To please Prabhupada and Krishna. Devotional service. Especially Srila Prabhupada. He was sitting here, guiding us, watching over us. And you know what Srila Prabhupada expects from us? To follow his example. Not to create some new scheme, some new idea. Devotees and sadhus have a problem. Devotees and sadhus sometimes make everything a little complicated. So I wrote in a Facebook post this morning, KISS. Normally they have a different meaning for that, acronym. But I've been saying KISS means keep it simple, sadhus. Because sadhus really know how to make it complicated. With all the Sanskrit and all the Vedas and the this and the pujas and a million things. Like sometimes people say, Prabhu, do you know this puja? I say, no. I had no time to learn all these pujas. I was on Sankirtan, selling Prabhupada's books, fulfilling his desire. He didn't want so many things. His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, Banu Swami, and I forget one other devotee. We were talking in Mayapur one time about the different levels of worship. And there's a very high level, sophisticated level, elaborate level. Then there's a middle level, not so sophisticated. And then there's another standard where you give Krishna as much as you can from your heart. And guess what? Krishna only wants your love. Bhajatam priti purvakam. You can offer Krishna so many things, but with no love, Krishna can say no. I don't want that. And how do we know what Krishna wants? Because Krishna tells us in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 34, Tadvidi pranipatena. So we have to start a new program. Everyone has to learn certain verses. Just certain. You don't need to know a lot of verses. But this one you need to know. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. So I have not seen the truth 100%. I know many devotees all over the world, all the way up to the gurus. I know many, many devotees. And humbly they admit, we don't know everything. Some devotees are smart enough to know what they don't know. Some of us are not that smart. We think we know everything. I cannot say I know everything. So when Krishna says, try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, we can extrapolate from that a little more. Because Srila Prabhupada told his devotees, and I was there during that time, you should try to understand from your senior God brothers and God sisters. He put a lot of faith in his disciples who were following this process. So much so that he told his other disciples, because Prabhupada couldn't be everywhere at the same time. Of course he is, but he's not. So he said, put faith in my disciples who were following my example. So one of the most important things about ISKCON are these 7 purposes. Are they on the board? These 7 purposes reveal what Srila Prabhupada wanted. So then we don't have to speculate, especially myself. Everyone needs this. Not just poor people, not just people who need food. Krishna consciousness is for everyone. The whole world is suffering. We should know that. It is. I don't advocate just watching the news all the time, but I check it to see what's going on. Every time I check it, another problem. Yesterday I checked it. Somebody in Canada took a car and killed 2 people. I mean, come on, people, stop this nonsense. How are they going to stop this nonsense? Who can say?
by spreading Krishna consciousness systematically. Systematically spreading it. Spreading it where? We are right now in which county? Do we have a responsibility to spread Krishna consciousness in Forsyth County? Now everyone's quiet. You're waiting for the punchline. Yes. You said it, right? To do something in a certain order. Like one block goes in the next block. So if you know what you're trying to get to, then you know the things that are required to get there, then you put them together systematically. Step by step is another way. Step by step. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So we were chanting, people were coming. Now we're in Forsyth County. Is there something we can do to systematically spread this Krishna consciousness in this county? Yes or no? I already made one request. That one request is, please find a park in Forsyth County or Suwannee or Alpharetta. Just find a park that we can go to and sit down. I'll definitely be there to give you confidence, because I've been doing this for 50-something years, going to parks and downtown. In fact, I go downtown every Friday, and we sit down, and we chant Hare Krishna, and we distribute Prabhupada's books, and if we have some little prasad, we give it. It works. So if we want to see this temple room expand so much that we have to even think about another one, we have to systematically spread. So there are some ways we can do it. So again, I'm making that request. Any place that you know, any park, it doesn't matter, Fowler Park or wherever there are people, we'll go. I'll come, especially on a Saturday. At least once a month we have to do. If we want to be called ISKCON, what do we have to do? Okay. Let me share one more thing that Prabhupada, this is a very famous quote from Srila Prabhupada, 1969. Don't take it wrong, but you need to hear it. Outdoor kirtan must be done. This is Prabhupada, not me. Outdoor kirtan must be done, even at the cost of suspending all editorial work. Now, you know Srila Prabhupada was focused on his books, right? Yes or no? That's why we have so many books. He said, even at the cost of that, suspending that, that is your first and foremost business. Temple worship is not so important. This is very heavy, right? Prabhupada is saying temple worship is not so important. If need be, the whole temple can be locked, but the outdoor kirtan cannot be stopped. Did you all get that? I know it's a little heavy. Do you understand that? Because why? Like, during my days of being trained in the movement, my temple president, His Grace Balavanta Prabhu, who was my mentor for 50-something years, I love him so dearly. He was the president. He made sure every week, every devotee, including the pujaris, everyone had to go downtown on Harinam Sankirtan. Everyone. And systematically, we would practice how to go downtown. But sometimes devotees run over here, jump over there, and pulling people. They made us line up nicely, almost like a marching band in school. We had the same nice saffron clothing and whatever, very beautiful, systematically. Everybody had to go. So I'm not demanding, and Shyam Prabhu is not demanding, but we expect when we do kirtan in one of these parks, everyone's going to come. Yes or no? All the yeses get the names and email addresses. Because we need you. If we expect to attract more people to our temple, which we should be doing, we have to go out. And we cannot be afraid. I mean, the first time I went on Harinam Sankirtan, I was not living in the temple. I was a visitor. I was a friend. I had been coming for months, chanting 16 rounds, reading Prabhupada's books, doing some service in the temple. And one very famous disciple of Srila Prabhupada came to Atlanta, His Holiness Vishnu Jana Maharaj. Prabhupada loved this devotee so much that if you hear some of Prabhupada's bhajan tapes, Prabhupada is playing Madanga while Vishnu Jana Maharaj is singing. He loved this devotee so much. And he was famous for Sankirtan. There are many videos of him in San Francisco, Los Angeles. He would play the Madanga till his hands were bleeding. 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, Madanga. So when he came to Atlanta, we went on Harinam in downtown Atlanta. What a wonderful thing. Vishnu Jan Maharaj, 45, 50 devotees. It's amazing. Guess what happened? We all got arrested. The whole Kirtan group, plus Maharaj, we got arrested. In city jail, downtown Atlanta. So Maharaj was so focused on chanting, he just kept chanting. Even the police, he was just chanting. And the policeman said, "Stop that buzzing, bee." He thought it was like a buzzing sound. Stop it. Maharaj, okay. They took the cartels away. He just kept chanting. We got to the jails, what do you call jail cell? Big, big place. And Maharaj sat down on the floor. You know what he did? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And he gave a Bhagavatam class in the jail. So I was describing this in New Jersey at a program with Ramapad Swami. And my dear godbrother, Lakshmi Nrsinga, it's like Lakshmi Nrsinga, very wonderful disciple of Prabhupada. So Lakshmi Nrsinga was sitting in the class, and he said, "Balabhadra, I was in jail too that time with you guys." He said, "But you forgot one part, because my former wife took me out from the jail, so I was so unhappy. I wanted to stay with Maharaj." So then what happened the next morning, because the devotees had to stay in jail all day, all night. So the next morning, one old African-American guy who had come in that night, he was intoxicated, so he woke up and he looked around and saw all these white people in white clothes, and he said, "Am I in heaven?" It was so sweet. That's the power of devotees. Even if you see a devotee, it's powerful. So we have to go. We have to go. We have to find the places to go. Can we all do that? I don't live in Forsyth County, but I'll come if you find the place. Yes, Mataji. What's it called? So write that down. Who's writing? That's one of our places. Make a note. So we're going. And then we have Fowler Park. Colley Creek Park. So we have two right now, Fowler and this one. And I know that in Alpharetta, they're making some beautiful arrangements for so many things. You know, and also in Duluth, there's some park in Duluth. So now we have three. Let's do it. So we have our 2-year celebration next month, right? Is it next month? 2-year celebration. So starting from that point, every month, we're going to go somewhere. And plus, we'll go back downtown to Centennial Park. That was very special in Centennial Park, okay? So, Prabhupada's telling us, even if you have to close the temple, which we don't think we'll have to do, this chanting should go on. Next, he says, society at large. That means everywhere. And to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life, in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. See, people want peace, like Ukraine, Russia, they want to have peace, and Israel, and they want to have peace, but they don't know how to have peace. Who knows from Bhagavad Gita how to achieve peace? Bhoktaram jagatapasam sarvaloka maheshwadam suridam sarvabhutanam Gyatvam mam shantim richati. So Bhoktaram, the supreme enjoyer, Bhoktaram, Yagya Tapasam, the supreme enjoyer of all Jagyas and Tapasya. Suridam Sarvabhutanam, he's the best friend. What's the rest? Well-wisher, Gyatvam mam shantim richati. So if we know that the Lord, Krishna, supreme enjoyer, best friend, supreme controller, provider, and enjoyer. That means that you have peace. But have you heard anything in the discussions about peace regarding that? No. It's all about whose country, how much land, who's in charge. It's all nonsense. Who's in charge? God. Who is God? Krishna. But Krishna can be known by many different names. We don't mind. Prabhupada said, if you don't like to say Hare Krishna, say whatever name you have. One time we were on Harinam. Harinam is amazing, the training you get. So my temple president, Balavanta again, we were doing our Harinam Kirtan, Hare Krishna, just going, having a great time. So this Christian man came up, Jesus, 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 stop that chanting. You know what Balavantu told me? Because I was leading the Kirtan. He said, chant Jaya, Jesus Christ. I went, what? I mean, I just left being a Christian. What are you talking about? So I started chanting, Jaya, Jesus Christ, Jaya, Jesus Christ, Jaya, Jesus Christ, Jaya, Jesus Christ. And the man was like happy. Because we accept Jesus Christ. Prabhupada said, Jesus, now you may not like this one. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, Jesus Christ, Hazrat Muhammad, they were Shakta Avesha avatar. Why? Because they came to spread the message of God. But Muhammad had a different way. So did Lord Buddha. Right? Lord Buddha had a different way. We don't say we're Buddhists, but we say in the Das Avatar, Kesavadrita Buddha Sarira Jaya Jagadisha. So the Lord deputes his different devotees to come, and they're called Shakta Avesha Avatar. They have the power of the Lord. So the peace will come when we systematically propagate, spread Krishna consciousness, and teach people. I mean, in my day growing up in the 60s, whatever, I was a guy you didn't really want to hang out with, to be honest with you. I was into a whole nother mindset. Sitting here this many years later, just the other day I was speaking with a very dear friend. He and I used to sing together professionally in the 70s in Atlanta. He's been a minister for 28 years, although he was an alcoholic back in those days. 28 years as a minister. I wrote a song for him recently. I love him so much. The other day we were talking, he said, Benny, because my English name is Benny, Benny, look at us now. After all these years, knowing where we came from, look at us now. He just wrote a book, excellent book on Christianity. Very nice guy. So he recognized, I recognized where we were before we came in contact with spiritual life. So we have Krishna consciousness. Can you imagine how many people out there are waiting for you? You. Of course, Jai Govardhan said he was an excellent book distributor in the day at the Atlanta airport. So they're waiting for us. I was standing downtown waiting for the bus to go home from work, and a Hare Krishna devotee who was not even initiated came up to me and changed my life. I wouldn't be sitting here without Vaishnavananda Prabhu having the guts to come up and stop me and give me a book. So that's the opportunity that's available for you. Another senior Prabhupada disciple, Ramaswar Prabhu, he was in charge of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. He said something in a class once you all need to hear. Are you ready? Which ones are still awake? He said, going on Sankirtan, okay, let me ask a question first. You know what is a Bhagavatam class? When devotees sit down, one person speaks, everyone's listening, they read from the Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, or just like we're doing now. So he said, going on Sankirtan is like giving little, small, mini, M-I-N-I, Bhagavatam classes all day. All day. I can attest to the fact that it was just like that. If you took the time to preach, you could tell Bhagavatam stories all day to the people, society at large. They need it. They want to hear it. So that's part of the whole system, the systematic process. Okay, now to the next one. To propagate a consciousness of Krishna, God, as it is revealed in the great scriptures of India, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Now that necessitates knowing those scriptures. Shyam Prabhu does a Bhagavad Gita class every Saturday. Those of you who have some opportunity, please come. It's very systematically being presented. In order to propagate Krishna consciousness, you have to have some understanding of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, number 3. We may not be able to make it the rest of the way, but number 3 is extremely important. Who can read it for me? Number 3. You want to read it here?
To bring the members of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna, the prime entity, thus developing the idea within the members and the humanity at large. that each soul is part and parcel the quality of Godhead, Krishna. I think it means like bringing everybody together to like worship Krishna. Yeah. Thank you.
What does it mean to you? What do you think? Did you hear all of that? Here.
I think it means worshiping Krishna.
Yes. Together, right? Wow, thank you. Give her a hand. See, the thing is, our children are the future. I kind of feel like the past, you know. We don't have so much time left in this world, so we have to inspire the children to take the next step. They need to understand these 7 purposes, not just us. So to bring the members of the society together with each other, I always separate the 2 points. Together with each other. Bring together with each other. And nearer to Krishna. Sometimes we try to jump to Krishna without associating with devotees. It's very difficult just to go to Krishna by yourself. You need the support of devotees. So bring us together. Now, how do we do that? As Sham Prabhu said, Sunday love feast. Number 1, we bring each other together. We have a nice time, prasadam, chanting, dancing. Also, Harinam Sankirtan, going out, preaching Krishna consciousness, sharing Krishna consciousness. And by the way, when we start to go out, we'll have some training sessions, as Vaishya Sika Prabhu did when he came to Atlanta. He had a big training session. Then they went out on Sankirtan the next day. Dozens of devotees. So how do we bring each other together? There's another way, supplementary, from Srila Rupa Goswami in the, not Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Sri Nectar of Instruction, Upadesh Amrita. So there's a verse, I can't remember the number right now, but he says, Dadati Pratigrinanti. Is verse 6. Then, what is the next line? Dadati Pratigrinanti, Gugyam Agyachi Prichati, Bhunte, which means prasad, Bhunte Bojayate, Chaiva, Satvidi, Priti Lakshanam. The 6 ways of developing love with each other. Number 1, giving gifts in charity. I like gifts. That's how you make love with each other. And don't just receive it, give it. The Dati Pratik, you give the gift, you receive the gift. What's the next one? This one is very important. Reveal your mind confidentially and listen confidentially. But in doing that, be careful who you reveal your mind to, because it might get out to the public. So make sure you have some confidential friends that you can reveal your mind to, because sometimes you might be confused. I have several. I have one that I'm going to call today. And we were talking earlier about something, because I very much trust this devotee, and I'm going to ask him something specific, and I'm sure he'll get a good response. So you have to have that. Then what else? Give prasadam and receive prasadam. So I was doing some conflict resolution recently in another temple, and I asked this devotee, he had a problem with 2 other devotees. I said, when was the last time you had prasadam with these devotees? He went, never. I said, how do you expect to have a relationship? You never even sat down and had prasadam? Impossible. As they say in the Western world, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You want to be my friend? Cheesecake. Or just prasad. So that is very important. Bring the members of the society together. And thus developing the idea within the members and humanity at large, again back to humanity at large, that each soul is part and parcel of the quality of Godhead. That's a big charge. That each soul, whether it's a mosquito or a Bengali or an African American or a Caucasian American or a grown person, child, each person quality of Godhead. So that means that I have to see Pandita, Sama, Darshana. Darshana means seeing. Sama means equally. Every person. Don't think it's so easy. It's not very easy. Oh, is that my little Madanga student? What's his name? Come here. I meant to give you a hug last time I saw you. Okay? I remember you so much. He's a wonderful boy. He lost his mother recently, right? So let's all give him a big Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. I love you, Prabhu. Okay? I see you soon. Like that, you have to show love to devotees as well. I was in Philadelphia last month, and there's a little boy, some of you know, his name is Jeet, Jeet, and he has a serious physical impairment. So serious that recently he had to have an operation for 8 hours to install a metal plate in his whole spine. So I asked the devotees to pray for him. So I saw him when I was at the temple in Philly, and every time I see him, I give him a hug, I kiss him on the head, I massage him, because he can't talk, he can barely see, nothing. But they bring him to the temple every Sunday in Philly. So as I was preparing to leave to go back to where I was staying, a gentleman came to me I never met before, with tears in his eyes. He said, I just want to tell you, man, I thank you for what you did to that little boy, just massaging him. I didn't do it to be noticed, but someone noticed. When you show love, people notice that. So when you give prasadam out of love, people appreciate that. So real quick, number 4, to teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name of God, as revealed in the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Teaching it to each other and teaching it to society at large, we can do that. We will do that. That will be the essence of the Lakshmi Nrsimha Temple, soon to become ISKCON of North Atlanta. To erect, this is number 5, to erect for the members and for society at large a holy place of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Krishna. Again, the temple president from New Vrindavan told me the other day, because Prabhupada had a vision of 7 temples in New Vrindavan, 7 hills, 7 temples. So Jai Krishna Prabhu told me, we're working on the 2nd temple that Prabhupada wants. We're going to have 7 temples at New Vrindavan, just like Prabhupada wanted. I said, wow, that's amazing. So here we're going to expand our temple intelligently, systematically. This is already here for the pastimes of Krishna, for all of you to take advantage of. Number 6, again, to bring the members closer together for the purpose of teaching a simpler and more natural way of life, not to make things more complicated. And the last one, with a view towards achieving the aforementioned purposes, means 6, aforementioned, to publish and distribute periodicals, magazines, books, and other writings. You see all these books around us, all in the cabinet. We need to empty that cabinet so we can get more books. It's not like, oh my God, we don't want the books to go because we want to look nice in the cabinet. No, we want all the books to go. Then we'll put more. Every week we go downtown for Harinam Sankirtan. I load up my little van with all kinds of books. We have Bhagavad Gita, we have Prabhupada's pastimes, we have the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, we have Chant and Be Happy, what's the cookbook? Higher Taste. I just load it up and I tell the devotees, don't bring it back to the van. Distribute them. How much should we charge? I said, whatever, I don't care. Whenever you give a book like this, you say, here's a trick. Come here. Yeah. This is a trick for Sankirtan. Have you seen this before? Really? Wow. Well, see, you don't let it go. You hang on to it. I'll tell you the reason why, because she's trying to pull it, right? But she hadn't paid for it yet. So I said, then I showed the pictures, and I said, this is really amazing. Have you seen that language before? They said, no, I never saw that before. This is really amazing. This is all about higher consciousness. You can understand God, and you can understand that you are an eternal person. Then I close it, and I put it back in the head. I said, we just ask if you can give a small donation. And they say, I don't have any money. Okay, no problem. But if she really wants the book, guess what? Just give it to her. I'll pay for it. I'll find the money. Doesn't matter. That is our heart. So we're going to do what Prabhupada asked us to do, and Shama and I are working on how we can post the 7 purposes somewhere in the temple. So every time you come, you can be reminded of what the temple's purpose. Temple's purpose is not to get money from you, to control you, to manipulate you. No. It's to follow these 7 purposes to the letter. And I know Shyam Bihari Prabhu has been trained very well in Krishna consciousness, is very dedicated to Srila Prabhupada, dedicated to these 7 purposes, and we'll do everything we can to make sure you understand these purposes, and that we, meaning those who was it Madhurya Gopal, Shyam Bihari, myself on the board, we'll make sure that you try to follow what Prabhupada wanted. So you can be confident when you work with us, you're connecting yourself to Srila Prabhupada, because that's what we're going to do at this temple. It's kind of North Atlanta, Key. Jai. We're praying for that to happen just within the next few days. I'm checking my email every day to look for the confirmation. We're so excited. Shyam's desire, which I share with him, is that we get that confirmation before our 2-year anniversary. That would be such a blessing. And then I told Jai Krishna, because again, he's one of the main people, I said, I'd like to have it by this weekend because I have to give the class. He said, I can't guarantee this weekend, but I'm working on it for you. He's making sure we get that, okay? So all of you pray that in short order, we get the full blessing of the GBC to become ISKCON of North Atlanta. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So any quick question or comment before we close out? Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. See, that's a question that it's not difficult to explain, but it's kind of, when you say Godhead, you think head. Godhead. It doesn't mean that. Godhead can be understood as the fountain, yes, but Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. The original personality is Krishna. Yes, you had a question? He was just asking the same question. It's a family question now, right? That's what I was going to say, quality. Quality of Godhead. That means you and I, as you said, that each soul is part and parcel of the quality. That's called, God is supreme. For instance, Prabhupada describes like this. You take gold from a gold mine. Does it have the quality of the gold mine? Piece of gold, small piece of gold, has the same quality. Another example, a drop of water taken from the ocean. Does it have the same quality as the ocean? So in one sense it means we come from Krishna. We were not made by some other process. There is nothing but Krishna. So we are part and parcel of Krishna. Jiva. Jiva means part and parcel of Krishna. Okay? We have the same qualities as Krishna. The other day we were having a class on the nectar devotion, and there are 64 qualities of Krishna. 50 can be achieved by a person, a human being. 54, 4 more, you have to be on a higher level. Another number, you have to be like the incarnations. But there's 4 qualities only Krishna has, which described nicely. My brain is not so good to remember. One of them is exquisite beauty, surrounded by devotees endowed with love of God, amazing childhood pastimes. These are the 4 qualities. So we have up to 50, not always in full. But in reality, they are in full in your natural state as a spirit soul. As a conditioned soul, meaning the spirit soul, or say the gold, or better, the diamond. You take a diamond and throw it into the mud, does that change the quality of the diamond, yes or no? Would you take a diamond from a filthy place? I think you probably would. If it's lying down in a filthy place, you take that diamond, you go whatever. So we have the qualities of Krishna in minute quantity. And Krishna has the qualities unlimited. So this is a very nice point that you brought out. Each soul is part and parcel of the quality of Godhead. Godhead means Supreme Personality of Godhead. Does that make sense? Haribol. Anyone else? Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. See, he was taking your names when your hands were up, so when we do Harinam, you're all going to be Haribol.
Hare Krishna. So when, please, we all please sit down. No blessings right now. We will tell you when you can get the blessings. Everyone will get blessings. So when Prabhuji was talking about Jhansi, I was recently listening to a very nice lecture from a very senior god brother of mine. And he said, when Prabhupada was trying to start his movement in Jhansi, Krishna was laughing. He said, why you are thinking so small? What is Jhansi? I've got the whole North America for you. That is why his movement never started in Jhansi. He had only one disciple. But when he came to North America, then Krishna exploded this Krishna consciousness movement. So coincidental that yesterday only I heard the lecture and Prabhu mentioned Jhansi today. So not worth you. As he said, Jhansi is not worth you, Prabhupada. North America is waiting for you. So I'll invite Madhurya Gopal Prabhu, because I think we have a birthday celebration, right? Yes,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, today's Sunday Love Feast is sponsored by Ramani Mataji, and she is celebrating her birthday. Ramani Mataji is very known for her social skills and is always social. And even in the birthday celebration, she brought her friend who is also celebrating birthday, and both of them are celebrating their birthdays today. Ramani Mataji and Anuradha Mataji, can we please request to come over here? No, I think she's coming. She's coming here. Hari Bol. She is Ramani Mataji. So, most of the times we see her after this Sunday feast. She is the person who is leading in cleanup of all the activities. Before prasadam cooking, and even for the prasadam cooking, she is helping, but mostly she takes care of every corner of the temple is clean and neat. Thank you so much, Mataji, and thank you, Mataji, Anuradha Mataji. Hari Bol. And can we get cake, please? Yeah, I told her. Okay, you did not hear. I repeat. So, Ramani Mataji has so much friend circle, and even celebrating her birthday, she is celebrating with her friend birthday because both of them have the same. Today is your birthday, Mataji? Oh, April 15. When is yours? 19. Oh, okay. So this month. Okay. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Can we please request a knife? And you both gonna cut together. So, we'll raise our hands and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times loud and clear. And then Mataji will cut the cake. Mataji, where are you going? Come here. Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the birthday girls are Ramani Mataji and Anuradha Mataji. Remember their names. We are going to sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ramani Mataji and Anuradha Mataji. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol.
Can you bring a garland for Balabhadra Prabhu, please? So this wonderful cake has been made indigenously here in the United States of America, in Sohani, in Lakshmi Narasimha temple. Patel Brothers? No, in Lakshmi Narasimha center. That has nothing to do with Patel Brothers. And so it is incumbent upon us to recognize the person who has been diligently making cakes for us selflessly without asking for anything. So we would like to invite Megha Mataji. Please, my Megha Mataji, please come. Can you make sure she comes here, Prabhu? Megha Mataji. Where? Megha Mataji, there she is. Because some devotees are so shy, they don't want to come up, so I have to send someone to get them. This is Megha Mataji. She is an expert cook, expert in making cakes. And she has been diligently making cakes for the temple selflessly without asking for anything. And we're so happy and so privileged to have Megha Mataji with us, and we express our deep gratitude to her. We would like to offer her a mala from Narasimha Swami and thank her from the bottom of our heart. Hare Krishna. Thank you. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does a lot of other things, but the cake is always top of the line. Thank you. And we would also recognize our chief chef, who every Sunday dishes out such wonderful prasadam to all of us. Rukmini Mataji, please come here. if you'll really enjoy the prasadam here, please raise your arms high in the air and chant Hare Krishna for Rukmini Mataji loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. She never ceases to amaze us with her culinary skills. Last time you all had, what was that, Chinese? Before that she made Thai food, right? And today is Indian? North Indian. So she has so many skills, I can keep going all day. So very grateful to Rukmini Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And then finally we want to recognize, who's left? We want to recognize our Director of Operations. Do you all know who that is? Vamshi Prabhu. He works ceaselessly. If you leave that temple, I'm never going to talk to you again. He works ceaselessly for this temple. Most people don't even know how much he does or what he does. But he does everything. From managing the cash, to shopping, to keeping this temple well supplied with all the inventory. He does so much. So we're very, very grateful to Vamshi Prabhu for all his services to the temple. And we hope that he will continue to serve this temple selflessly as he does. Thank you. We run out of garland, but I wanted to recognize one more person. Do we have any more garlands? Yeah, Balabhadra Prabhu is willing to sacrifice his garland. Prabhu, can you take that? So, how many of you like the Shingar of Gaur Nitai today? How many of you like the Shingar of Gaur Nitai for the last 1 month? How many of you like the Shingar of Gaur Nitai for the last 2 years? All credit goes to Purna Chandra Prabhu. So we would like to invite him up front here. He is our main architect of all the Shingar that we do here. He was doing Shingar in Radha Gopinath temple for Lakshmi Narayana. And all those skills Krishna has brought here for his satisfaction. And we can see how happy Krishna is with his service. Very, very grateful, very grateful. So we don't get enough opportunity to thank our devotees. So I feel guilty about that. So today I wanted to make up for it. And so I'm very happy that they were all here at this time so that we could really express our gratitude to them for everything that they do for this temple. Because we would not be where we are if it was not for the contribution of all these wonderful devotees. Thank you all so much. There are so many more who actually are on the sidelines helping them. It's not just them. Others are also there. We would like to someday call out all of them, but in the interest of time, we just want to express our gratitude to all of them. Thank you all so much. Finally, as you all know, we are coming up upon our 2nd anniversary, which is on Narsimha Chaturthi. On that day, we established our deities, we installed our deities, and that was the day we opened this temple 2 years back, Narsimha Chaturthi. So on this day, we are going to be celebrating our 2nd anniversary, which happens to be coincidentally on a Sunday. I mean, Narasimha Dev arranges everything to his pleasure, right? It's on a Sunday. So we decided that we were going to do something really big. And so we are having a 3-day festival, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday evening, we will be doing Adivas ceremony, which will start at around 6 o'clock. And after that, we'll have non-stop kirtan up to 9 o'clock. And then we'll have nice prasadam. Then on Saturday, we have, guess what? Jagannath Rath Yatra here in Suwani. Right? We'll be doing a Jagannath Rath Yatra over here, starting at noon. Right? And the program will go, after the Rath Yatra, there will be Chappan Bhog, there will be Maharati, Pushpanjali, Abhishek, Pradakshana, everything will be there. And then we will have grand prasadam, very nice prasadam on that day. You'll get the Mahaprasad of Jagannath, as well as you'll get very nice prasadam prepared by the devotees here. That's on Saturday, on the 10th of May. And then 11th of May is the actual second anniversary of our deities, right? So on that day, that is our biggest day. On that day, we will have first a Narsimha Omam, which will start at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. in the morning. Okay? We will have Narsimha Omam for 1 hour, starting at 11 a.m. in the morning. And then we will have an Abhishek. The Abhishek will be of both Gaur Nitai and Lakshmi Narsimha, because it is the second anniversary of both the deities, right? So it will be a very big Abhishek, and every one of you will be given the chance to participate and perform Abhishek for the deities. Okay? And then after the Abhishek, we will have a small class where Balabhadra Prabhu will educate us on the importance of deity worship, as well as our second anniversary, how it is so important, because as Prabhu mentioned, by then we will be ISKCON of North Atlanta. So, for sure. So, we definitely want to celebrate this in a very big way. So, Balabhadra Prabhu will educate us on the importance of this major milestone. All right? So, then after that, we will have Maha-Arati for both the deities, Gaur Nitai and Lakshmi Narsimha Swami. And we will have Pushpanjali and Pradakshana, everything to go with it. And then there will be Mahaprasadam. Nice, very nice prasadam. All of you can participate in various ways, right? Since we are planning such a big festival, we would appreciate it if you all can donate some towards the expense of the festival from whatever your heart feels like. We are giving a brand new dress to both the deities, Gaur Nitai as well as Lakshmi Narsimha Swami, and we will be making sure that there's prasadam available for all our visitors all through the day. We'll have grand prasadam for the devotees as well. So there are expenses involved, and this being your temple, we are not going to ask you, we're not going to come and tell you that this item is for this much, for that. We want you all to give out of your own heart, okay? Whatever you all feel inspired to, right? So give whatever you can. And more important, volunteer. Come and perform service here. We will have tremendous amount of services. Come and volunteer, give your hours, and volunteer here for all the services that will be available here. All right? Any questions or any comments? No? So, I would like to see all of you participate with heart and soul in this wonderful festival for the pleasure of Shri Shri Gaur Nitai and Shri Shri Lakshmi Narsimha Swami. So now, are we ready for prasadam? Are we ready for prasadam? Cultural activities, a nice question. So yes, on that same day, on the 11th, we will have cultural activities, then the lecture will follow after that. So it will be on the 11th. Thank you for asking. It skipped my mind. Okay? Anything else? So now we will serve prasadam that's been prepared by our wonderful devotees here, and it will be served on the right hand side. But before that, please take the blessings of Lord Narasimha Swami. Madhurya Gopal Prabhu is waiting there. He will give you all the blessings, and then we'll honor the prasadam.